First of all, I want to apologize to everyone for what you were about to see in this LinkedIn post. I usually try my best to give people the benefit of the doubt, and I did a lot of research on this guy that made this post beforehand to make sure that this wasn't satire, and sadly I don't think it is. But I think what's even sadder than that is posts like this are becoming not just acceptable, but a way to get a bit of clout and a bit of attention and then just get off without any repercussions. Yeah, I'm just lost for words. There's one thing every Corgi employee gets as a welcome gift. Every employee gets a full-size mattress for the office, preferably from Costco Wholesale with their offer letter. We work hard and sleep in the office because we're producing some of the most meaningful work that is happening right now. My first question is, why is there a lack of capitalization anywhere in this entire LinkedIn post? I mean, it's a nice far cry from regular LinkedIn speak posts, but still it feels like this guy had the idea for his post on his iPhone where he disabled like auto capitalization so nobody would tell he was on mobile. And he's like, oh man, I gotta post this. This is genius. This is what's gonna get the eyes on the company. And secondly, I really want to know why he prefers Costco mattresses as opposed to any other mattress. The mattress comes in clutch when you don't want to walk or bus back home at 4 a.m. It's also pretty nice having zero commute the next morning. This is how we grow fast, and we're always looking for more cracked engineers to join our team in SF. Comment your email if this gets you going. We'll reach out. P.S. Reach out only if you're cracked, down to work 7 days, and ready to build a generational company. And here is the Costco wholesale mattress in question. I love that everything here is super minimal and a bit in disarray, yet they took the time to neatly fold their sheet and put it on the corner of the bed, because that's the type of scrappy yet organized energy we love to see out of our startup founders. And if you thought nobody would be crazy enough to actually accept one of these offers, you'd be wrong. To my surprise, there's actually quite a few people that are dropping their email in here saying they'd love to work 7 days a week and sleep in an office Costco wholesale mattress. Now, there's a lot to unpack here. Like, for example, who is this guy and what is the generational work he speaks of that their company is apparently working on? And more importantly, why do people have to work 7 days a week and go late into the night, 4 a.m. to be specific, in order to get this work done? Well, turns out Corgi is building an AI insurance company, whatever that means. More specifically, they're building the first full stack AI insurance carrier. Insurance is 12% of the US GDP. We're taking it all. And it looks like the guy that made the LinkedIn post is not actually one of the original founders, according to this. But the "we're taking it all" line suggests that culture really does flow from the top down here, because not only do they exude the exact same energy, but they each also reposted the post from this guy, Josh Jung. And when you look at his profile, he has what I assume to be a picture of his corgi in the background, which I don't know how he gets the time to even hang out with his dog, considering he literally lives in the office. And the thing that's even weirder to me is it's not like he's an engineer or anything. He's literally product manager. Like, he worked as a product manager at a couple companies before, and he's a product guy at Corgi. And when I first saw this, it really confused me, because I understand why a developer might need to work, you know, overnight or something. Like, if you're really trying to get a feature out, the developer is the guy that's sitting there trying to get it done, because that's what you need. And if you're a developer, you've probably gone to a hackathon or anything where you've pulled an all-nighter to write code. You probably understand that the code you're writing at 4 o'clock in the morning, 7 days a week, probably isn't the best quality code in the world. My real question is, if this guy is a product manager, what is he doing up at 4 a.m.? Like, what value does a PM that pulls an all-nighter bring to a company? Like, is he just sitting there watching over a developer's shoulder like, come on, you know, we don't use story points because we track in hours, and you said you would have this feature done 3 hours ago. Like, at their company, they don't use story points or like t-shirt sizes or Fibonacci numbers because they work 24/7, 7 days a week. So all their time estimates are given in like fractions of a day. Like, hey Bob, you said you would have this feature done in 0.7 night shifts, so you gotta get cracking here. And honestly, if I was a developer that was down to put in 7 days a week of work, I know I definitely would not want this guy around. Like, if anything, I would be working the night shift, because I probably couldn't get anything done during the day with some guy like this looking over my shoulder. And don't get me wrong, there are some amazing product managers out there. I just have a weird feeling that the good product managers probably aren't the ones bragging about buying Costco wholesale mattresses for their employees to sleep on at 4 o'clock in the morning because they're working 7 days a week, supposedly all hours into the night. I feel like a good product manager might understand why those types of working conditions might not lead to the best work being done. Now, here's another work of art that this guy put out around a week ago. We refuse to pay for one thing at Corgi. There's not a single furniture in our office that we paid money for: desks, chairs, couches, barbecue grills, and more. 100% of our furniture is scavenged on Facebook Marketplace. The good thing about being in SF is that there's a constant flux of startups that move or fail, leaving a ton of good furniture behind. As long as you're scrappy and resourceful, you can find pretty much anything you need without paying a lot of money. If you like being scrappy and shipping fast, we're hiring for full stack engineers. Comment your email or tag a friend and we'll reach out to you. And here's a photo of someone who appears to be a full stack engineer at their company carrying a giant couch back to the office, while our product manager guy takes a fucking photo of it. You would think the developers that are working all night trying to make your product vision come true would, I don't know, be working throughout the day while you would go on Facebook Marketplace and be scrappy and find these resourceful things and, I don't know, carry it back to the office. But nope, when they say full stack engineer, they really mean full stack, as in you can fully stack the load of all the furniture you can carry on your shoulders and bring it back to the office. This really is end-to-end engineering. Now, you don't have to be a genius to put two and two together and understand that the reason they shop at Costco wholesale is probably because it is the cheapest way to get mattresses without having them be secondhand. And luckily, someone on LinkedIn actually had a bit of sense to call him out on this. I'm sensing a discrepancy here, Josh. Which is it? Do you buy every person a bed or do you not buy any furniture at all? And linked a screenshot to the post. And he's like, mattresses are the only exception, as you could probably understand. All office furniture we got from Facebook Marketplace, happy face. At this point that I was convinced this post had to be satire, but it's like the deeper you dig, the more random shit you find. Like, working 7 days a week in person is rough. It's rough with the wrong crowd. When you're around the right people, you probably won't be counting down the hours till the end of your workday. We pull countless all-nighters delivering for our customers, crushing out support tickets and helping our sales team sell better products. But we're all friends here, and it's just a crazy experience watching the company grow so quickly before our eyes while sharing some of the best memories together. When everyone is as ambitious as you are and always pushing each other to get things done, 7 days doesn't feel like a crazy work week. Rather, it feels like there aren't enough days in a week. If you know what it's like to grind and also have a good time, our engineering team is growing fast. Drop your email and I'll reach out ASAP. And I have to say, the picture they attached here makes me think all my doubts were unfounded, because this has to be the happiest engineering team I think I've ever seen in my entire life. And of course, who else would you expect to see in the comments of a post like this but other people that also work at Corgi? For example, we have the founder chanting what I can only assume to be their company mascot, which is a sea monkey for... I don't know, man. We have a founding engineer saying highly recommend. Another founding engineer saying great congrats. I don't know exactly which part of this post requires a congratulations, but I guess if I was also running on a couple Celsiuses and a bad night's sleep on a Costco wholesale mattress on the office floor, I would also probably say something like great congrats when I was told I had to go comment on the weekly company LinkedIn post. And here's one thing I absolutely hate about LinkedIn and X. It just becomes a cult. All the people that can look at a post like this and like blind themselves from seeing what could possibly be wrong here are usually people that want something out of the people that are making the post, i.e. founders of other startups that want the founder of this startup to be one of their customers, or software developers that are so desperate for a job that they're willing to pander to dumb shit like this. And it really is sad that we're creating this energy of this is acceptable and, you know, we're all friends here and this is what all our engineers want, so like, why is it a bad thing if they're choosing to do this? Like, could you imagine getting a job at this company, being called a crack dev, and seeing all the other people in your office pulling all-nighters and sleep on a fucking mattress on the ground? Are you really going to be that one engineer that's like, you know what, guys, my Whoop said that I need at least 7 hours of sleep tonight, so I'm probably going to pack it in early? If you were that engineer, what kind of response would you expect the people around you to give you? It's so clearly a case of like, if you don't fit in or you don't do what everyone else is doing here, you're going to stand out and probably not last very long. And then you pair that with just putting on a fucking mask and being like, everything is great. There's nothing wrong with making our employees work 7 days a week, giving them a perk of sleeping on a mattress on the ground for when they pull those 4 a.m. all-nighters and they don't want to walk home on a shady San Francisco street in the middle of the night. Like, what do you expect them to say? There's no real option here. And again, the part that kills me the most is that the guy that made the post, I cannot possibly fathom him doing any of it. Like, what is the product dude doing in the office at 4 o'clock in the morning other than micromanaging engineers? Bro couldn't even help bring the Facebook Marketplace furniture in. He had to get an engineer to do it. I can't be the only one here that thinks that this is crazy. Like, even this guy was like, you're forcing your employees to sleep over at work? That's effed up. No one's forced to sleep in the office. Like, yeah, no shit, you're not gonna have it in like an employee contract that nobody is forced to sleep in the office. But again, if you create the culture that everyone's expected to work until 4 a.m., you go on social media bragging about how you only hired crack devs, and the only real alternative to not stand out or be like ostracized by the culture that you have built is to literally work until a late hour where you have no choice but to sleep in the office because you don't want to walk home in a shady San Francisco street in the middle of the night. What other options are you really giving them? The other thing that's weird to me is like, this office doesn't even look like it's that big. Where are we putting all of these mattresses? I don't fucking know, dude. Like, even in this photo, I don't want to make any weird assumptions, but I know Wall is like that brand of hair clippers. And, you know, I'm not jumping to any conclusions, but you know, why else would you need a set of office hair trimmers? I don't know. All this shit's just too fucking weird for me. Like, even if we zoom into this photo on the left side, you can see there's a little whiteboard that says to do on it. Is maintaining this to-do list like the big task that is taking our product person 18 hours a day to do? I don't know. If you're smarter than me and you can put together this jigsaw puzzle of a conundrum, please let me know in the comments what the fuck is going on here. And if you want to talk about this more, we have a Discord community of engineers that talk about this type of thing. And if you find anything else that's interesting, just tag me on X and I'll take a look at it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.